Hey, Internet. So, we went to stop and get gas for the Scooby-Roo. It came pre-dented. Anyway, we're here on Polly's Island. It's a pretty little place. It's probably a good thing that we're driving through here, though, because there's literally no shoulder on the road. A lot of traffic. But it's a pretty little town. This again is Highway 17 North, South Carolina. But it's all just strip malls and businesses. If I see anything exciting on this little bit where we're driving down the road, getting to our next destination to dump me off for today's ride, I'll stop and check it out. See you. What is everybody saying? So imagine that. Another really busy day. We are here at the marina store. The Carolina Beach State Park to check in for lodging for the evening. This was supposed to be day 3 stop, but it's day 2 stop. Alright, so I'm here at the Carolina Beach State Park. There's no bikes on the trail, so I'm walking my bike. It says 0.4 miles down this trail to the Venus flytraps. I was once told by a guy I worked with that this is where the Venus flytraps are native to. Now I'm here, so we're going to go see wild Venus flytraps. Alright, today's not my day. It hasn't been my day since I got out of bed. I'm out here trying to find Venus flytraps that don't seem to exist. Some irresponsible pet owner left dog crap in the trail. I now have crap on my tire and on my brakes. The whole reason we came here was for the Venus flytraps, and there isn't. My campsite still isn't empty. That's about all I have to say right now. Alright, now that I got that handled, I'm back out here on the trail. Beautiful. There's all kind of stuff moving around in the bushes, kind of out in the middle of the swamp, but I still haven't seen a single Venus flytrap. Yeah, there's all kind of stuff moving in them bushes over there. I don't know. I doubt the microphone's picking up on that, but there's all kind of stuff. What the fuck? Sorry, the camera made a funny noise. Pardon the language. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see any Venus flytraps. They're supposed to be in and amongst all this stuff. If I should happen to find one, I will stop and take pictures of it. But yeah, I'm beginning to think it's a farce just to get people to come here. Alright, Internet. I think something happened and I think I lost all my footage from today, which sucks. According to my card, I have all the free space in the world. Anyway, this is my campsite. As you can see, these people still aren't packed up. 20 minutes after 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm supposed to be checking in here, and they're still walking around, piddle-dicking around. I don't know. It's garbage. Alright, hey Internet. So, it's finally about 3:55 on Friday, and the people who were in our campsite finally left. Which is ridiculous. 4 o'clock check-in time at a campsite, but the place is all full of Winston cigarette butts and pine cones and dog turds, and I already ran over dog turds. I wouldn't be surprised if the turds that I ran over earlier were from these people. I mean, they look like straight-up tweakers. You know, 6'3", 150 pounds, walking in circles, listening to a Steve Miller Band with a Winston hanging out of their lip. Anyway, here's our campsite. Now I just got to wait for the wife to get up here so that we can put up our tent for the evening. And then, what in the world is that? Oh, that looks like a crocheting hook. At that point, I get to ride up to the grocery store and get something to eat for dinner. So, here's the wife. Alright, tent's all fixed up. I'm on the bike. Got a backpack. I got to ride out of the state park into the grocery store so I can get dinner. The wife's over here. She's going to make the bed in our tent. Can't be any worse than where we slept last night. Let's go see what we can find at the grocery store. Alright, I'm at Food Lion, Sunset Beach. Trying to find something to barbecue for the evening. That was a Volkswagen bottoming out on nothing. So I got a pack of Italian sausages. I got some clearance turkey, some bananas, and a zucchini for about $9. That's going to be our dinner. Now I got to ride back. Alright, Internet, back to camp. Mild Italian sausages for dinner because they were almost $3 cheaper than a pack of hot dogs, and I at least know what this is. Sort of. Made with premium cuts of pork rather than lips and buttholes. This is zucchini I got to cut up. Can't do wrong with the McCormick Grill Mates. Adult beverages. We're not supposed to have those here. And some bananas, because I've got to ride about 45 miles tomorrow, and I'm going to need the potassium. Anywho, I've got my disposable barbecue. Yeah, I got it on clearance. I want to say I got it on clearance for like 39 cents or something. I've got another one I can look at just to, if you plan ahead and you buy things, let's see. Oh wow, I paid more than I thought I did. I paid $2.65. Yeah, either way, a disposable grill for $2.65, you can't complain. So, anywho, bike's in one piece, even though it's got poo on the tires. Perhaps in a minute I will do another clip and discuss why we ended up here in such a timely manner. Alright, Internet. This is the end of day 2. Well, not quite the end yet, but the reason that we made it to Carolina Beach State Park today instead of what was it, Sunset Beach in just over the border of North Carolina, but we're just outside of Wilmington now at Carolina Beach State Park. The reservation that we had apparently got double booked and it wasn't happening. And when we did the math, it was 128 miles from Georgetown, South Carolina to Wilmington, and that wasn't going to happen. So I figured we would just throw the bike in the car and get 50 or 60 miles down the road and dump me off on the side of the road just north of Myrtle Beach. But the further we drove, the more that we realized that there was nothing bicycle friendly about any of those roads. I mean, they were 3 lanes wide with exits. It was like riding on an interstate. There was no shoulder. The only shoulder that was there was the braille that's supposed to wake you up if you drive into the ditch. And excuse me, I wasn't going to put myself in harm's way to ride there. And there was literally, there was no place to ride on the side of the road. Until we got to about a mile down the street from here. Anyway, so perhaps I cheated. We did 128 miles in the car today. But I did ride around the state park, and I rode to the grocery store and back and what have you. But in the grand scheme of things, if the road is not safe, I'm not going to ride it. But the direction that we're headed tomorrow is out into Timbuktu. So the traffic isn't going to be 3 lanes wide doing 65, 70 miles an hour the whole time. It's going to be a little rough getting out of Wilmington, headed the direction that I'm going to go, because I got to go through an industrial port district, which ought to be really interesting. Excuse me. But once I get out of town and I start heading that direction, it should be better. Hopefully, because I got poo on my tire and I got poo on my bike from an irresponsible pet owner, and I'm not putting it in the car. So that means I have no choice but to ride. We're going to Holly Hill tomorrow. I think there's a Holly Hill in South Carolina too, but no, we're going to Holly Hill, North Carolina, down toward the Pamlico Sound. Then 2 more days and we catch a ferry over to Ocracoke Island. I love dogs, but I don't have one for a reason. They don't listen, they crap all over the place, and they bark. Anyway, my briquettes are ready. Time to cook dinner.